A young woman named Jeanette moves into a new apartment. Not long after, while filming herself practicing a dance routine, she captures something truly terrifying, an event she would later describe as the most frightening moment of her life.
Hi. Who are you? Can I help you?
Remember? We're friends.
No, I don't remember. I don't remember. Please get out. Please get out of my apartment. Please get out of my apartment.
Jeanette manages to escape unharmed and immediately calls the police. They search her apartment, but the intruder is nowhere to be found. Things take a chilling turn when she uploads the footage online. Viewers notice something unsettling. As Jeanette runs for her life, the door mysteriously swings open on its own, as if some unseen force is guiding her escape.
Please get out of my apartment.
Jeanette admits in another video that she has no explanation for how the door opened on its own.
Yeah. It's not easy. So it's not like just like the wind pushed it or anything. I think someone actually, or something, I don't know, opened the door and
A few days later, as Jeanette and her friend unpack boxes in the new apartment, her friend suddenly notices something that sends a chill down her spine. The air feels heavy, and both of them sense that they're not alone in the apartment. What her friend saw will leave you questioning what's really happening in that space.
What? I saw a man in your bedroom.
you saw a man in my bedroom?
Yeah. He was right there between the green table and the bed, against the wall like this.
No.
Oh my god.
Tell me how I saw someone.
Jeanette's friend suddenly goes pale, insisting she saw a man standing in the bedroom. But when they both look, the room is empty. Shortly after, Jeanette begins hearing strange, unsettling noises echoing through the apartment. What happens next is even more disturbing. Jeanette considers escaping through the front door but instead rushes into her bedroom, grabbing her pepper spray. When she glances back, her heart stops, an unseen force presses down on the mattress, as if someone or something is sitting there. Terrified, Jeanette flees the room and now refuses to stay alone in her apartment. Her friends have started staying over while she tries to figure out what's haunting her new home. But what do you think is really happening here? Share your thoughts in the comments.
Please get out of my apartment. Please get out of my apartment.
A man named Sark was forced to move out of his house due to extreme paranormal activity that plagued his home. Unfortunately, leaving didn't end the torment. He still faces paranormal disturbances to this day. Things have gotten so intense that he had to send his wife and son to stay with family while he remains alone, trying to confront the entity, which his son called Jerry. Overwhelmed by loneliness and stress, the situation is taking a serious toll on him mentally. One night, around 2:40 a.m., he was woken by unsettling noises and began recording.
The fuck? Why is the cupboard open? The lights are off. You see, I normally keep that light on because that's how I get to know the haunting has begun or not. And that's why I've actually covered the lights so that it doesn't glare on my eyes while I'm sleeping. The cupboard is open right now. I'm alone in the room. It's at the door. Stop it! Stop it, please! Go fuck yourself, Jerry. Go fuck yourself. Shit. I'm not gonna stay here. Fuck.
Through the gap in the door, two glowing eyes appear. Then, to his shock, whatever it is begins imitating his son's voice. As soon as Sark reacts angrily, objects start flying across the room. Terrified and unwilling to stay any longer, he grabs his things and decides to spend the rest of the night locked inside his car. Before we jump into the next video, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for your support. YouTuber Eric Gunner, an urban explorer and occasional paranormal investigator from Mexico, shared a chilling story in one of his videos. A girl named Natalie had reached out to him after experiencing bizarre happenings in her home. Natalie explained that ever since her mother rented the upstairs apartment to an elderly woman, strange events began unfolding. Unexplained noises echoed through the night, objects mysteriously shifted between rooms, and a foul odor constantly seeped from upstairs. Even more disturbing, neighborhood cats and dogs started disappearing. The old woman's behavior was equally unsettling. She never greeted Natalie's family on the stairs, avoided all interaction, and refused to answer when they knocked on her door. The situation reached its breaking point one night when Natalie's 10-year-old sister woke up screaming in agony, her back covered in deep, unexplainable scratches. Terrified, the family fled in the middle of the night, leaving Natalie desperate for answers, leading her to contact Eric for help.
Si apago la luz, la casa de arriba está prendida, ahí es donde vive la viejita. Ven, la casa de arriba está prendida, ahí es donde dice que vive la viejita. Voy a tratar de no hacer ruido para que no me vaya a escuchar. Fíjense que a mí me da más miedo la viejita que, no sé, me vaya a parecer un fantasma o algo así. Pues por ahí entré. Estamos aquí, pues, la cocina. Vamos a... Se supone que así como dijo ella y esta Natalie, pues se fueron de rápido ese día. No recogieron nada. Dijo, pues sí me dijo que iba a haber incluso hasta comida. Hasta frijoles aquí. Ay, huelen feo, parecen como están enlamados.
It's very clear they left in a hurry. But as Eric continues his investigation, things begin to take an even stranger turn.
Lo que veo es que hay muchas fotos de niños. Escucho ruidos.
Did you catch that? Eric didn't see it either, but YouTube commenters noticed what appears to be a small girl dressed entirely in white briefly peeking from behind the curtain. And it's important to note the house is supposedly empty.
Ay, esa muñeca da miedo.
Eric spots a doll, but little did he know that after filming, Natalie would reveal that the doll didn't belong to them. Even creepier, later in the video, Eric passes by the same room again.
Que nada.
YouTube commenters later pointed out that the doll had vanished. Eric then headed into the bedroom to investigate, and that's when things got truly bizarre.
Aquí parece que se puede subir por aquí, pero está como sellado. ¿Qué pedo? Está esta casa rara. Bueno, está construida raro. ¿Qué es esto?
And once again, did you catch that? Something quickly ducked out of sight from under the bed.
Vamos a ver. ¿Qué pedo? Veo que se mames.
Eric gathers his courage and heads back. It did not end well.
Ay, te me da manos porque estoy nervioso.
As he rounded the corner, a shadowy figure swiftly ducked back into the room. And this time, Eric actually caught a glimpse of it. With that, Eric had had enough. He decided to make his exit immediately, but leaving might not be as easy as he thought. Someone in a cloak, presumably the creepy old lady who lives there, begins making her way up the stairs. Eric quickly hides himself until it's safe, then rushes out onto the street. So, did Eric Gunner truly capture multiple paranormal encounters on camera, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. On September 9, 2024, a young woman living alone captured something truly unsettling while filming herself singing for her mother. Mid-recording, she suddenly hears what sounds like someone knocking at her door. Curious and a little uneasy, she turns the camera toward it. What she captures next is deeply disturbing.
¿Quién? ¿Quién anda ahí?
As she approaches the door, a dark, eerie hand appears through the upper glass panel. But when she opens it and checks the rooftop, no one is there. Suddenly, a piece of clothing lifts into the air and drifts away on its own. She later explains that ever since she opened that door, something, or someone, has started visiting her more frequently. Strange things now happen inside her home. Then, one night while trying to sleep, she hears it again.
Mami, te grabo este video porque están tocando constantemente la puerta. Y están pasando cosas que no son normales. ¿Quién? ¿Quién? No hay nadie.
Once again, the same unsettling hand appears. But just like before, the moment she opens the door, no one is there. This time, when she returns inside, something yanks the blankets off her bed. She searches the entire room but finds nothing. The following night, it happens again, only this time, she decides to stay still and ignore the knocking, hoping it will finally stop. An object can be seen sliding across the table on its own, followed by the eerie hand appearing once again over the door. Terrified by the growing number of strange occurrences, she decides to pack her things and stay at her mother's house for a week. For now, she hasn't returned home. But what do you think this could be, something far more sinister, or just an elaborate hoax? The choice is yours. Before we jump into the next video, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for your support. An Airbnb managed by a woman named Kay is said to be over 260 years old, and countless guests have reported strange, unexplainable occurrences inside the property. One of the most common complaints is the sound of footsteps and disembodied voices coming from the attic. But here's the thing, the attic door is always locked, and only Kay has the key. Determined to uncover the truth, Kay decides to spend a week inside the Airbnb herself. Late one night, she's suddenly awakened by the same chilling noises. Grabbing her phone, she begins to record.
And this whole time I'm getting ring notifications that there is motion in my attic, and mind you, we moved the camera to this small room off of the attic. So like the timing right now is a little crazy. Thomas!
As Kay moves through the old Airbnb, the strange noises continue, this time, echoing from above. Convinced something is hiding in the attic, she decides to set up a camera inside. The following night, the footage captures something that leaves viewers completely unsettled. The attic door mysteriously creaks open and then slams shut on its own. But did you catch it? As the door slowly opens wider, a face can be seen peering through the narrow gap. Viewers quickly speculated that it could be the ghost of a child, suggesting that Kay's Ring camera may have finally captured the entity behind the strange noises countless guests had reported. But what do you think? Did the camera truly catch a ghost on film, a squatter secretly hiding in the attic, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? The choice is yours. This next video comes from Javier, a man in Argentina who grew worried after not hearing from his friend Antonio for some time. Javier drove to Antonio's house, knocked on the front door, and called out his name, but there was no response. Growing concerned, He climbed over the wall into the backyard and noticed the back door strangely left open. Fearing something was wrong, Javier stepped inside to investigate, and what happened next was absolutely terrifying. Asterisk.
Raro, che. Toño, soy yo. Javier. La puta madre. ¡Ey! Loco. Soy Javier, boludo. Che, loco, ¿sos vos? Ya fue, boludo. Vine a ver qué onda, ¿cómo andás? ¿Estás bien? Che, loco, si sos vos, salí. ¿Escuchan eso? La concha de su madre.
Overwhelmed and unsure of what's happening, Javier decides he wants no part of it. He resolves to leave the house and call the police. But just as he reaches the exit, a strange sound echoes from behind him, and what happens next is nothing short of a living nightmare. Asterisk. Did you catch it? A door swings open on its own, and a figure, or something, peeks through the upper glass. Its glowing eyes, nearly 7 feet tall, send chills down your spine. Terrified, Javier has had enough and bolts out of the house. He later calls the police, who make a tragic discovery. His friend Antonio had passed away inside, just behind the very door Javier couldn't open. Shaken and struggling to make sense of it all, Javier feels compelled to return to Antonio's house, searching for answers. Little did he know, it was a decision he would soon regret. Asterisk.
Esta es la pieza. Mierda. Una laucha. Da un poco de escalofrío estar acá, se siente una carga un poco pesada, qué sé yo. ¡Qué mierda! ¿Qué pasó? ¡Ey! ¿Quién es? ¿Quién anda ahí? ¡Hola! ¿Qué mierda anda ahí, la concha de su madre? ¡Hey, hey! ¡Hey!
With that, Javier had enough. He left the house, shaken and unwilling to stay a moment longer. To this day, he says he has no explanation for the events that unfolded inside. Whatever happened in that house remains a mystery, leaving more questions than answers, and a horrifying memory Javier will never forget. Asterisk. Before we jump into the next video, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for your support. In this next footage, Diana Sooty and her brother are thrown into a panic when a swarm of police cars suddenly pulls into their backyard. All the officers have gathered around the trailer. Diana explains that it belongs to her dad, and he's been leasing it out. The tenant hadn't been seen or heard from in over a week, so the police were conducting a welfare check. Tragically, they discovered the man had passed away. Unaware of this when they first started filming the commotion in their backyard, Diana and her brother approached the trailer, and that's when she captured something truly bizarre.
Right there. Wait, they're going up to Tom's place. So wait, you said the light wasn't off?
Yeah, exactly. And I knew that something was going on. That's a lot of cops.
Holy shit, what the hell? Oh my god, they're calling...
They're coming out.
Are they calling something in? They're going back over. What was Tom doing?
Is it like an app you can check or something to figure out?
Oh my Jesus. Abby's okay.
Neither Diana nor her brother noticed the tiny figure at the time. They had no memory of seeing any silhouette, so they assumed nothing was there. But the footage told a different story. A faint shape appeared on camera. And when you look closely, the silhouette strikingly resembles that of a child. While that discovery was already terrifying for Diana, it paled in comparison to what happened days later when she and her father finally stepped inside the trailer. As soon as they began their inspection, something truly unsettling occurred.
Okay.
Get ready. Could be a little smelly.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Oh my god. What was that?
A dead crow suddenly tumbles out of an open cabinet. Trying to remain calm, Diana continues the inspection. But what she discovers inside the trailer afterward leaves her completely shaken.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
Well, you're right, it is freaking musty in here. Jeez. Yeah, it's for TikTok. Whoa. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, fuck. Jesus. Wait, did this guy have a kid? What is this?
Yeah, this kid died too, like down before. A long time ago.
Oh my god.
Those faint handprints might look harmless, but they're precisely why Diana can't bear to return to that trailer. She and her brother point out that the prints are the size of a child's hand. Diana can't shake the feeling they might belong to the man's child spirit. I'll let you decide if this was something paranormal caught on camera, but for Diana, the mystery is far from solved. A man named Rabioso uploaded some truly chilling footage online. He explained that one night while he was relaxing at home, he started hearing strange noises coming from outside. At first, he tried to brush it off, hoping the sounds would go away, but they only got louder and more persistent. Finally, curiosity got the better of him and he went to check it out. What he saw sent him running back inside in absolute terror.
No sé qué mierda es. Oh, esto es re oscuro. Hey, hola. Hey. Concha de tu madre. ¿Qué carajo es eso? Ah, una sombra y veo cosas por todos lados. Este es un cuarto, una casa, la casa de acá atrás es como un cuarto que guardamos cosas, pero estoy sintiendo como un golpeteo. Bueno, no, nada. Ey, puta madre. Todo el tiempo ruido, todo el tiempo ruido. No.
Unnerved by what sounded like voices right beside him, despite no one being there, Rabioso hurried back indoors. But that was just the beginning. The following night, odd noises echoed from his daughter's empty room. Wanting to make sure everything was okay, he went to check it out, only for the situation to become even more disturbing.
¿Se escucha el ruido? Acá está la habitación de mi hija. Ey. Uy, se siente re fría esta habitación. ¿Qué carajo? El ruido viene de acá adentro, me parece. Concha de tu madre, la concha de tu madre. Otra vez, ¿ves? Ruido acá adentro. ¿Qué onda?
The moment Rabioso enters his daughter's room, an icy chill hits him. Suddenly, a ball flies off the bed. The strange noises seem to come from inside the wardrobe. When he opens it, he finds only his daughter's toys, but one of them begins playing a haunting melody on its own. Summoning all his courage, Rabioso moves closer to investigate.
Yo apago la luz ahí. Oh, esto me da muchísimo miedo.
Suddenly, the door handle shakes violently, and the door is yanked open, but no one is there. Shaken, Rabioso quickly grabs his things and heads out into the night, deciding it's safer to stay at a friend's place for now. Many viewers believe something truly evil is inside that house. They point to the cold spot and the eerie toy music as classic signs of a sinister presence. Most say they would have done exactly what Rabioso did. But what do you think? Is there an evil presence haunting his home, or could there be another explanation for everything he experienced? Share your thoughts in the comments. Before we jump into the next video, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for your support. Celeste Roas spent countless nights in the hospital caring for her younger brother. During those long hours, she began noticing strange activity coming from an abandoned section of the building, the old hospital morgue. One night, she decided to investigate and stepped into its dark, deserted corridor. What happened next felt like something straight out of a nightmare. At first, nothing seemed unusual, until the elevator doors suddenly closed on their own. Some viewers suggested that someone on another floor might have pressed the button. But if no one was using that floor, why were the doors open in the first place? Moments later, an unused medical device slid across the floor as if pulled by invisible hands, and a hospital gurney slowly rolled into view from an empty hallway. No one was around, and no explanation seemed to fit. Celeste said she didn't feel fear, only curiosity, but she never witnessed anything like it again. Whether it was air currents, an illusion, or something lingering in the old morgue remains a mystery. Rocky Mills, a YouTuber known for his usual videos, uploaded one clip that was far more unsettling than anything else he's done. He explains that after spending time working on a house, he started to suspect a squatter might be living there. To find out, he grabs his phone, starts recording, and checks the house room by room. At first, nothing seems unusual, but everything changes when he steps into the basement, and what he captures on camera is truly eerie.
Hello? Hello? Who is it?
This footage might actually be real, showing what looks like poltergeist activity in the house. Rocky's reactions seem completely genuine, which makes it even creepier. But what do you think? Did he really capture something paranormal, or is this just an elaborate hoax, maybe done out of boredom? The choice is yours. Security guard Gamers Rivera was stuck working the night shift at a small bodega in Torreon, Mexico, on New Year's Eve. Bored and a little frustrated about spending the holiday alone, he decided to record a short video to vent his feelings. But right in the middle of his casual recording, something strange happens. Something he never expected to capture.
Año nuevo, señores. Feliz año nuevo aquí encerrado. Aquí dando el rondín. Jales, jale. Sin llorar. Ay, güey. Hijo de su pinche madre. Algo se oyó. Ni pedo, vámonos. Uy. A la chingada. Pues qué chingas trae ese pinche. No manches. No se oye con sensor, valiendo madre. Vámonos mejor. Uy. Uy, güey. Vámonos mejor.
After the first strange incident, Rivera tried to brush it off and get back to work. But a few nights later, at exactly 3:20 a.m., he noticed something out of the corner of his eye, like someone was walking right behind him. Yet, he was completely alone in the store. Feeling uneasy, he pulled out his phone and began recording as he walked down the aisles, hoping to prove to himself it was nothing. But what he captured next was nothing short of terrifying.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Buenas madrugadas. No, bueno, más bien, estoy nervioso, asustado. Siempre traigo mi celular a la mano. Son las 3:20 de la mañana, me tocó aquí guardia nocturna, Bodega Herrera. Si se fijan está todo solo. Pero ahorita acabo de ver a alguien allá en la entrada de clientes. Se miró allá por la entrada de clientes, hasta allá hasta atrás. Y no hay nadie. Ya fui a asomarme y no hay nadie. Así lo voy a dejar, a ver si pues de pura chingadera se vuelve a ver, ¿no? Y lo vi clarito. Ya lo vi otra vez. A ver si se alcanza a ver. No, me da miedo ir. A eso que se mira ahí. Eso negro que se ve ahí. Miren, ya se movió. ¡Oh! Está caminando, de hecho hasta que no manches. No manches. Y se sigue moviendo. Es una persona, claro, hasta que se... Miren. No. Vámonos.
At one point, something, or someone, seems to be lurking right behind Rivera. A week later, during another lonely night shift, he notices a little girl wandering outside the store. Before he can even approach her, she suddenly vanishes into the darkness. Given the late hour and her strange behavior, many viewers believe this mysterious child could be connected to the eerie events inside the bodega. For a while, things seemed to calm down. Months passed with no incidents. But just when Rivera thought it was all over, something even stranger happened, this time involving a shopping cart that began moving in a way no one could explain.
¿Qué tal, amigos? ¿Cómo están? Oigan, estoy en mi hora de comida, pero no van a creer, amigos. Ahorita escuché que se movió el carrito. No lo vi. Escuché que ese carrito se movió, amigos. Se escuchó así clarito como si lo hubiera alguien agarrado. Bueno, no sé, a lo mejor son mis nervios. Miren, no sé si se fijan, estoy temblando. Pero sí, clarito, clarito escuché que lo movieron, amigos. Clarito, clarito. Si yo, pues no alcancé a grabarlo, obviamente. Pero mire, no manches, mira. Chéquense. Ustedes me van a decir si soy yo, son mis nervios, no sé. Pero, mire, no manches. No manches. No manches, amigos. Se movió. El carro se movió. Estoy seguro. Se movió, amigos. Se movió.
As Rivera records the strange movements of the shopping cart, a soft, childlike voice can be heard whispering, "Jug Amos," which translates to, "Do you want to play?" in English. Completely stunned, Rivera freezes, realizing he's not alone. The voice seems to come out of nowhere, yet the store is empty. What started as a quiet night shift suddenly turned into one of the most chilling experiences of his life.
¿Vieron, amigos? Clarito, clarito.
Could the bodega in Tuaran be haunted by the spirit of a little girl? Or is there another explanation for these strange events? As always, the choice is yours. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for more chilling encounters. In Pennsylvania, Jorge Cruz was just preparing dinner when something strange broke the silence. Out of nowhere, the attic door began to shake violently, almost as if something inside was trying to break free. At first, Jorge hesitated. But gathering all his courage, he slowly stepped toward the attic and pushed the door open. What he experienced inside left him completely terrified.
Oh, what is that? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is my keys? Hold on. This shit cannot be real. Yo, anybody in there? Ow! You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be fucking. There's nothing in here, nothing out of that. This is crazy. Look at the Ouija board. This is nonsense. Oh, shit! What the f? Oh, shit! Oh! 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 Oh!
The moment Jorge Cruz stepped into the attic, a deafening bang echoed through the room, startling him so badly that he dropped his camera. Almost instantly, the lights began flickering on and off, each flash making the place feel more sinister. Overcome with fear, Jorge bolted out of the attic. Viewers who saw the footage were quick to point out the Ouija board sitting right in the middle of the room, believing it might be the source of all this activity. That night, too shaken to stay alone, Jorge spent the night at a friend's house. But when he returned the next day, what he witnessed was even more chilling than before.
There's gotta be something. There was something back over here, something. What the f was that? Huh. What the f was that? Oh, fuck. Huh. Ah, shit! Ah! Oh, fuck. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Oh, fuck. Ah! Ah, shit! Holy shit. Oh, Oh, fuck. I'm like having a meltdown. I'm running out of oxygen. Oh, God damn. I gotta get out of here.
When Jorge returned home, the situation only grew worse. Objects began moving on their own, and doors slammed shut with violent force. That was the final straw. Jorge had reached his breaking point and decided to leave the house for good. Whatever was haunting that place made one thing terrifyingly clear. It didn't want him there.
I gotta get out of here.
A mother gathers her family to celebrate her youngest child's birthday. Everything seems normal, laughter, cake, and joy filling the room. But then, in the middle of the celebration, something completely unexpected happens, leaving everyone frozen in shock.
What the hell? Oh my God, someone's here to see Ellie. Oh, what the hell?
Get that thing away from me.
Someone came to see Ellie.
During her daughter's 3rd birthday, a balloon drifted from the staircase and moved across the room, almost as if it had a mind of its own, stopping right beside the little girl. The mother explained that a close friend had passed away the day after her daughter's 1st birthday, and ever since, the family has set aside a balloon each year in his memory. She believes this friend shared a special bond with her youngest child, making the moment feel like far more than coincidence. But the very next day, something even more unsettling happened. While recording her daughter singing in front of a mirror, the mother later noticed something in the video that she simply could not explain.
I'm gonna hear how much you regret me, and pray to God that you never let me, then forget me. Oh, I hate to know that you care, to know I cause you mad, babe. Even as I'm only set free, just try to feel you have to forget me.
The video begins as a sweet moment, with the little girl singing in front of a mirror. But soon, the mother notices something unusual. The reflection's movements don't match her daughter's at all. Many viewers have agreed, there's definitely something strange happening. Then, one viewer spots something even more unsettling. In the top left corner of the mirror, a face seems to be watching her. The mother is left in complete disbelief at what she has just captured. So, what do you think? Did this family capture a genuine paranormal encounter, or is there another explanation behind this bizarre event? Share your thoughts in the comments below. A woman named Gina, known for sharing her feminine product reviews with her fans, experienced something completely unsettling during one of her videos. As she was filming, an unexpected and bizarre event occurred that left her utterly stunned, unable to believe what had just happened. During the recording, viewers noticed someone, or something, walking behind Gina. What made it even more unsettling was that the figure appeared to have no face. Some speculated it could be a squatter secretly living in her home. But as the story unfolds, it becomes clear there's something far more disturbing at play.
Weirdest thing about this is like a week ago, I was talking about how my daughter is not christened yet. She's 15 months old, and I was like, I feel like it's probably the right thing to do, like whether or not I believe it or not. You know what I mean? She can, when she gets older, she can decide for herself what she believes in, but I want her as a child to believe in it, just like I want her to believe in Santa Claus. She's named after my grandmother, and I was telling my mom, I was like, I need like a sign from somebody if it's real. And she's like, well, ask for a sign from your grandmother. My daughter the very next day went into a drawer, she shouldn't have been in, and found a picture of my grandfather, my grandmother's husband, holding me as a baby, and started calling it Ella and Pop. I called him Grandpop. He was dead by the time I was 18, so she obviously never met him. And then this. I don't know.
So, could this faceless entity truly be a sign from Gina's grandmother, desperately trying to communicate from beyond? Or is it nothing more than a sinister squatter hiding in the shadows of her home? The truth remains uncertain, and the choice is yours to decide. Brendan, from the YouTube channel Brendan Explores, is known for documenting his van life adventures, transforming vehicles, building beds, adding kitchens, and even converting an ambulance into a camper. His videos are usually light-hearted and ordinary. But one night, while sleeping inside his van, Brendan was startled awake by something moving outside. Grabbing his camera, he began to record, only to capture something that would shake him to his core.
Hey!
Right, whoever the that was has now gone. I'm gonna get out of here.
Brendan is suddenly startled by the sound of shattering glass. To his horror, he realizes someone has just broken into his van through the window. Panicked, he shouts, sending the intruder fleeing into the darkness before he can even catch a glimpse of them. Shaken and terrified, Brendan quickly packs up and drives away, regretting his decision to camp in such a remote and isolated spot, a place where thieves, or perhaps something far worse, might be lurking.
It was impossible to stay warm, but I eventually got home. I was able to do a makeshift repair on the window for a few hours before it got repaired, and put a couple of bin bags with some masking tape or duct tape or gaffer tape, whatever it is. I think I'm going to be picking my spots to camp a little bit differently in future. What used to be the golden egg of finding a nice little quiet spot in the middle of nowhere with no road noise, let's just say it isn't exactly prime picking anymore. I think it's places like that that would-be thieves would see a vehicle by itself and see it as a target. I personally think they saw the fridge covered up in the front after trying the side door and seeing that they couldn't get in. Obviously the curtains were closed, so they can't see inside, although I did see a couple of flashes of a bit of a torch. But they probably saw inside the front cab, saw the curtain covering this huge box, and I can only assume they thought it was a toolbox or something, and decided to put the window in.
So, what would you have done? Stayed and faced the unknown, or left like Brendan did? And more importantly, was the intruder really after his mini fridge, or could it have been something far more sinister? The choice is yours. During a late-night shift at Victorville Children's Hospital in Argentina, an employee experienced something truly bizarre. A lone balloon appeared to follow him as he walked down the empty corridors. Startled, he called a colleague to witness the strange phenomenon for themselves. What unfolded next left them both unsettled.
Entonces la estática, boludo, pero está lejos. Ay, la concha de la lora. La pibita de la camarcita me dijo que le tocaron la pierna, que le apretaron la pierna. Ay, mierda, se viene para acá.
Se viene para acá, pero no. ¿Te ha prendido el aire algo?
¿Qué sé yo? Sí, creo que sí.
Tómatelo. Vamos para adentro.
Me fui la mierda, la concha de la lora.
Feeling unsettled, they step into the room to put some distance between themselves and the eerie balloon. But what happens next is even stranger and completely unexpected.
Ahí está. Qué paso largo, ¡ay, la puta que te parió!
We've all seen helium balloons drift around, but this one seems to have a mind of its own. It follows someone down the hallway, turns corners, and even enters a room. Could this be a genuine paranormal encounter, or just a strange coincidence? The choice is yours. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for more chilling encounters.